Today we're going to talk about Speedmasters. Welcome back everyone to another episode, and today I'd like to take this very special day for talking to you about the OMEGA Speedmaster line. And for those of you that don't know what special day I'm talking about, today is the anniversary, actually the 53rd anniversary of the moon landing and of the Apollo 11 mission. If you think about moon landing, the whole topic of NASA, Apollo 11 and everything, which watch comes to your mind? Well, obviously it's the OMEGA Speedmaster Moonwatch, and it was the first watch on the moon. I'd like to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about all the Speedmaster variants, pick a couple of my favorites, tell you a little bit about my journey into the world of the OMEGA Speedmaster. And I'd like to start with that because when I started off getting into watches, I didn't really know a lot about them. I saw a lot of different kinds of pieces, and one of the watches that came to my mind was the OMEGA Speedmaster. It wasn't particular because of the moon landing, it was actually all about everything else and the whole community around the OMEGA Speedmaster. I did a little bit of digging and research and everything and purchased my first Speedmaster. I wanted to be part of this community, and I picked up the OMEGA Speedmaster Reduced. Still today, one of my personal favorites of the OMEGA Speedmaster line because I have small wrists. This watch is great. It has an automatic movement. It just works and looks very similar to the actual Moonwatch. Therefore, I picked up this watch. It was also very affordable at that time. I think it still is. That was my entry point into the world of the OMEGA Speedmaster. When talking about the Speedmaster, we definitely have to mention the OG, the watch that went to the moon, the OMEGA Speedmaster Moonwatch Professional. And when my brother purchased his last year, I was amazed. I tried it on, I had it on my wrist, and it really caught me. I dove deep into this whole space of Speedmasters. And definitely, if you want to have a look at the different kinds of Speedmasters, there are various editions of the Moonwatch. In Moonshine Gold, for example, there is this beautiful new piece that OMEGA just released this year with this awesome green dial, this fantastic Moonshine Gold case. One of my personal favorites, and I had the opportunity to try it on. I must say, I really like the color. Other honorable mentions here would be this amazing piece that also was created by OMEGA, namely the Snoopy edition. This brilliant blue and silver piece with the amazing mechanics on the back of the case. Well, just a brilliant iteration of the OMEGA Speedmaster. In my case, one of the ones that I really like. There are other various cool editions of the Speedmaster, and definitely keep an eye out on the classic Speedy Tuesday models. I'm pretty sure that Fratello and OMEGA will be coming up with new great limited editions in the future, but these are really nice pieces. It's great to be part of this amazing community. Then there is the dark side of the moon with its brilliant ceramic cases. You have different kinds of variants of the dark side of the moon, being gray, being white, and all of them are in ceramic, and these look fantastic. And I've had the opportunity to try on the black version, and I really must say, honestly really like it because this combination of this black and the red details is something I really like, and as you know, I favor in many watches. Last but not least, I'd like to mention one more watch model that has been released this year, and this is the Speedmaster 57 line. And this line, I must say, is fantastic. Not only because they come in different dial colors like green, blue, this beautiful Bordeaux red, and obviously also a vintage looking one. The thing that I really like about this Speedmaster 57 is that it's very much inspired by the original Speedmaster created in 1957, and therefore it not only looks good, it also feels good on the wrist. And with this Speedmaster, Omega decided to implement their new movement, the 9906. My personal favorites from the Speedmaster 57 line, from all these different kinds of dial variants, are obviously the red one. I really like the red dial. It just looks cool. And I have to mention the vintage looking 57. This is a fantastic piece. Not only does it have a sandwich dial, I really like the faux patina that is implemented into this watch, and it just looks and feels fantastic on the wrist. There will be an in-depth review on the 57 line coming up very soon. Stay tuned for that. I will have all the links down below as soon as the video is live. Now that I've covered so many different kinds of Speedmasters and given you overview of what I like when it comes to Omega Speedmaster, I'd like to know which one is the watch for you. Put your picks down below into the comments and let me know which ones you like the most. On this fantastic day, honoring obviously not only the moon landing, but also Omega's Speedmaster line, I think that Omega has done a great job over the years of creating watches that are favored by the community and enhancing this aspect of community and giving us as watch collectors or watch enthusiasts something to like and to look forward to. And I think the Speedmaster is a watch that, in my opinion, every seasoned collector should have in his or her collection, because not only is it a watch that has a lot of history, but it also is a watch that keeps its identity and stays true to what it can do and what it is. And well, obviously, if you look at the classic Moonwatch Professional, you will see that the design hasn't changed a lot over the years. And I really like that. The Speedmasters are still a very accessible line of watches that you can get. Probably you will have to wait a little bit for some particular models that are very favored, but overall you will have access to these watches. And that is something that I also really appreciate Omega doing, being a brand for the community and giving them access to their watches. So that's it. These are my favorite Speedmasters right now, and do let me know which ones you like the most. That being said, this is all for this video today. Please don't forget to subscribe, and as usual, if you feel like it, put a thumbs up, and we will see each other in the next episode. Bye-bye.